In our previous videos, we talked about play, the importance of play, how it differs from work, and in this video we're going to be talking about the different ways or styles that we play. For example, there's constructive play, the satisfaction of building, organizing, and growing. There's competitive play, the joy of competing against one another. There's scary play. You can be scared because you're safe and you can enjoy it. There's discovery play, learning and exploring the world. There's artistic play, the appreciation of God's beauty and glory. And there's rhythmic play, be able to sing God's praise in many different ways, day after day after day. Constructive play goes all the way back to creation. All creatures on earth were created to thrive and grow and fill the earth. Constructive play is growing, but it's growing with intelligence. It's being able to intentionally shape the world around us. Part of being created in God's image is to have the capacity to intentionally create for the fun of it. Creative play includes building, cooking, creative writing, repairing, anything that our mind decides to create. All creative play glorifies God, since God gives us the capacity to create and to enjoy. Competitive play. Proverbs tells us, as iron sharpens iron, so does one person sharpen another. That's the purpose of competitive play, to make us sharper. When we compete, we challenge each other to do better. Competition must be done, though, with sensitivity. We must remember that in whatever we're playing at, whatever we're doing in life, it really is only a game. When we compete, we learn to be gracious winners and losers. Then there's scary play. Do you remember the tossing game? When fathers pick their babies up and hold them over their head and have them scream, and then they catch them and show them that everything is all right. Think about that when you think of the verse, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom." Children begin with fear of their parents because they are so strong and big, and everything they do is frightening because of that. But as soon as they learn that their parents are really on their side, then they begin to enjoy the thrill of being scared. Christians come to learn that though God is powerful and great, and though we fear Him, we don't have to be afraid of Him, because He is keeping us safe. All that power is aimed towards keeping us safe, not to being against us. When we realize this, we're able to tolerate fear more in our lives and even come to enjoy it. Then there's discovery play. When we know we're safe, we can explore the world. We glorify God when we seek out new joys, ideas, sights, and sounds in creation. We do not have to have all the answers in life, nor do we have to know where all of our plans lead, because we're discovering as we go along. We know that God is with us wherever we go. Discovery play includes things like travel, study, experimentation, having new experiences, and much more. Taste and see that the Lord is good, Proverbs 34:8. We taste His goodness when we discover His creation. Artistic play. Another way of playing is to discover His beautiful world. An artistic soul sees beauty in everything around them. Don't just look for beauty in the normal places of life. Look for it everywhere in God's creation. When we engage in artistic play, we are celebrating what God has already made beautiful. Rhythmic play. There is a joy in the rhythm of life, of doing the same thing over and over and over. Music, liturgy, dance, holidays all celebrate the regularity of God's world and enjoys developing regular habits and practices. People enjoy what is safe and familiar as well as what is new and innovative. Learn how to enjoy the regular rhythms of days, seasons, and months, the cycle of life. Now, if those are the kinds of play, with whom do we play? Well, we play alone sometimes, with our partners or spouses, with our family, with our community, and sometimes with a crowd. The more, the merrier. Everybody has their own distinct group that they like to play with. There are also areas of play in our life. Those areas are our bodies, our minds, and our spirits. Let's look at those dimensions of play one by one. Bodily play includes things like exercise, music, dance, sports, physical fitness, anything having to do with our body. Mind play includes active reading, puzzles, arguing, discussing, reasoning, planning, learning. Spiritual play involves enjoying and exploring the whys of life, prayer, worship, spiritual exercises, meditation, exploring the faith we believe in, and the examination of our hearts. Bodily play says to us that our body needs to move, our senses need to feel. Athletics, dance, rhythm, travel, touch, feel, taste, smell, see, all of these are involved in bodily play. Mind play involves our mind getting some exercise. We do that by doing puzzles, studying, arguing, debating, exploring, and imagining. Spiritual play. This really is the best kind of play. To play with God is to explore the whys of life. Why am I here? What is my purpose? To look deeply into those. And we do that when we pray, when we read the Bible, when we practice spiritual exercises, when we worship. What's the purpose of all of our playing and all of our efforts on earth? Everything we build or do on earth really is just playing with God. Why? Well, let's picture this. Imagine a father and son who are walking along early in the morning on the beach, and they're having a great time. But the father says, let's do something different. Let's build a sandcastle. So the father and son get to work building a sandcastle, and they do a beautiful job of it, with all kinds of turrets and parapets and windows. All of it looks so beautiful and adds to the beauty of the beach. But the tide comes in, and when it does, the sandcastle turns back into sand again. It disappears. And so it is with all of the work that we do on earth. No matter how much we think that our work will last forever, that we're building for eternity, we really are not. We can remember very little of what went on in the past before we were born, nor does it really matter. But there is only one thing that matters. It really doesn't matter that our works last for a long time on earth, because they last forever in our memories and in God's memory. The only thing that matters at the end of the day is not what we built on earth, but the memories that we've made with the Father, because we and the Father will go on into eternity forever. The ways we play are endless, because in all we do, we play with God.